Welcome, Taurus, to your reading for the week of September 14th, and thank you for bringing your amazing selves here to the reading. This is my little tarot dog, Chippy. If you haven't met Chippy before, he has his own channel, and I usually give him a cookie, and he goes and takes a nap, and I forgot his cookies, and I'm all wired up with my microphone. I'm sorry, Chippy. I owe you a cookie, buddy. I do. I'll get you a cookie in a little bit, okay? Can you just wait for a minute? So thanks for coming in, Taurus. Sorry, Chippy. I hate when I disappoint him like that. Okay, so I've got a really powerful reading for you today, Taurus, and I'm really excited because I went ahead and shuffled and pulled the cards. Pretty powerful reading here I've got for you. And I'm going to start out with your energy, which is this. Are you out in nature? Are you out in nature camping, or are you thinking about going somewhere on a trip where you're going to be hiking or something like that? Because this came up kind of just as an overview for you. I feel like for some reason, Taurus, you want to get away, and you can see the picture on this card. This is Page of Wands, which is a message card, and it's a message for you maybe to get into your real Taurus energy and get out in nature this week, okay? So when I look at this whole spread I've got for you, I see some things that you're in the process of resolving at this time. And I'm starting out with the World reversed. This is unresolved kind of issues that are really significant at this time. Nothing bad necessarily, just not resolved yet. And when I go over to this, I feel like you're getting ready, this crossing card for you, I feel like you're getting ready to maybe say goodbye to something. Maybe you're like, I'm moving on. And again, both of these cards are kind of like, moving on, gonna go do something new, gonna go be by myself for a while, figure out what my next move is at this time, Taurus, okay? And there's something here where, did you scare somebody off? Here's Five of Swords reversed right underneath the sun, and I almost feel like you're celebrating because you got rid of some negative energy from somebody, okay? I'll show you this one upright too. But I get this strong sense, Taurus, like you ran somebody off, okay? Maybe you said something to them, maybe you ran them off in a verbal way or a physical way or a legal way. I'm not sure. I'll have to do some clarification. But I'm laughing about this because then you're like ringing the gong. You're like, ta-da, I got this, okay? So I almost feel like you're patting yourself on the back. That's very strongly in your energy. Somebody gave up. Somebody with this negative energy that was trying to harass you in some way or be really hostile, as you can see on this card. I feel like they backed off. I feel like you backed them off, and then you're really happy about it, okay? It does make me laugh, and I feel like you're laughing about it. I feel like you're sitting back, Taurus, going, ha, got them. I backed them off because they deserved it. You know, I feel like you went into your bull self, Taurus, and you're like, come on, bring it on, you know, kind of thing. And they're like, no, it's okay. That's the gist of what I get with that. And I can't wait to dig more into that and see see what else. We'll clarify and see what else is coming up. Yeah, there was something here where that person betrayed you, and you didn't take it lightly, Taurus. You didn't take it lightly. It hurt. I mean, I can see it hurt with this, you know, Five of Cups energy. Might have even broken your heart, but you didn't back down from it. You know, I'm seeing you going, oh no, it's not going like that. And I feel like somehow it's not what you wanted, it's not what you chose, but you won. Nonetheless, you won, okay? Even with a broken heart or whatever's happening there. So when I go into your immediate future, there's an Eight of Swords reversed that came up in your immediate future. You got out of a trap, Taurus. Like, I see you really strongly, like Eight of Swords is feeling like a trap or feeling like you're in an oppressive situation, and Taurus, you got out of that. You're like, I'm out of here. I feel like you backed that person off, you know, they backed away, you walked away with your dignity, with your pride, with your broken heart, some of you. But you're like, I'm free, you know. Eight of Swords reversed. That's really strongly like, I'm free, I'm done. And I think this is symbolizing some of your freedom as well. The picture on this card more so than the card itself, okay? Yeah. You're like, I'm just going to go celebrate my freedom by myself, be solitary, you know, be done with it, right? Now, in your more extended future, here's more of it. Six of Swords, this whole reading, you know, is repeating itself a little bit. This is you walking away. There's a lot of walking away cards. This is you walking away from a situation that was either full of turmoil or maybe even abuse for some people, walking away from a dark situation or something that just didn't work for you, that was not peaceful. You may have felt like you were on a battleground. That's what I'm hearing anyway right now, is a battleground. You may be moving, you may be totally relocating. You might have relocated in the middle of the night. Some of you might have left in the middle of the night, Taurus. So there's a really strong vibe here of going someplace more tranquil, going someplace more peaceful. And this is in your more extended future, so this may not have happened yet. I feel like that's where you're headed. You got free of something, or you're going to be free of it soon, because this is your immediate future, like even today, okay? This is your more extended future, probably over the next month, so on up till the middle of October-ish, okay? That's what I'm getting. You're getting free, you're going somewhere else where it's much more peaceful, okay? This is your energy, Temperance reversed. Like, things might feel a little out of balance or blocked at this time, and you may have gone through a breakup of a relationship, of a marriage. Ten of Cups reversed. There's something here you're sort of hoping that might happen, because there's a lot of maybe fighting or arguing going on in the relationship, but you're also fearing it will happen. You're hoping and fearing. It's your hopes and fears cards, like, will I, you know, get divorced? Will it end? You know, where's it headed? That kind of thing. Some anxiety around that. Your final outcome is the Devil reversed. Again, another card of being set free of something, getting out of something. So, you know, your immediate future and your final outcome show you getting out of a trap, being cut loose from something, or cutting something loose that was toxic. You know, I feel like this is more by your choice. I feel like you suffered a betrayal, and now you're taking matters into your own hands, and you're like, I'm not going to do that anymore. So this was some really toxic energy here, you know. When the Devil shows up, it is toxic energy, and it can go to abuse. It can go to, you know, the person having addictions of all sorts. So yeah, let's look at that for a minute. Let's just start there. Let's do some clarification. What was up with that Devil energy? Let's clarify the Devil reversed. Somebody untrustworthy, very, very untrustworthy. Oh, it made you just stop in your tracks, Taurus. Look at this. This is you healing from it. This is you getting loose of it and healing. And I said this earlier, like, I feel like you're out in nature on your own, and here it is, you're healing. But you're healing from this toxic energy that I'm seeing here. Let's see what else. What was up with that person? Or is up with that person? They're karmic. Here's the Judgment card. There's something about karmic energy here, Taurus, with that person. And I'm not saying it's your karma. There's just karma in the situation. You know, it could be yours, but I feel like for a lot of you, the karma is with whoever this toxic person is, okay? Who you got loose from, or you're going to very soon. You know, Judgment has to do with major life changes and karma and judgment in general. You know, it could be your judgment of that person or a higher power's judgment of that person. They were heavy to be around, Taurus. Look at this heavy burden. It's like you might have been succeeding on other levels, but this person was heavy. I feel like they were making you carry more than your fair share of the load. Like if it was a marriage, you were the one doing all the work. Literally, figuratively, financially, in a lot of different ways. You were the one keeping it all together, which is why you're feeling out of balance, you know, with this Temperance reversed card. This person was having you do all the work while they went out and played. That's exactly what was happening here, Taurus. They were the player, you know, out playing with their addictions. I feel like you found out about it with this Ace of Swords. Truth came out, and now you're like, I'm so done with this. I feel like you really got some messages about this person. Here's Knight of Cups reversed on the bottom of the deck. Somebody really undependable, tell you one thing, do another, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah, there was definitely, for a lot of you, there was a relationship. It's a relationship here that I'm talking about. Okay, let's start back at the beginning. There's a lot of information about that person because that person's like almost trying to take over your reading. They do that. That karmic energy will just come in and it's be like, talk about me, you know, and that's kind of what it's trying to do here. So let's start back at the beginning, something you're trying to resolve with this World reversed card. Things unresolved, I think we kind of know because we jumped to over here. Yeah, you are being the Queen of Swords at this time. You're trying to cut out things and clarify things, cut out things that don't work, like toxic energy, for one. And Queen of Swords is very intelligent. You know, I feel like you're using your inner wisdom and your knowledge about this person in this situation and not being in your emotions. This is a non-emotional kind of card, kind of energy, okay? Eight of Cups reversed, saying goodbye to something, but it is creating a challenge for you at this time, Taurus. It's taking a lot of strength to walk away. So the Eight of Cups clarified by the Strength card. Part of you is holding back from walking away. You know, there are other people to consider. It's not just your feelings in this and how much it's hurt you. I feel like there are other people involved in this. Maybe even pets. I mean, the Strength card does represent animals. You might, you know, be worried about your pets. You don't want to leave them with this person, you know, because they're irresponsible and things like that. Yeah, and children in schools and things like that too. I feel like there's a lot of consideration that you're going through. You don't want your kids to have to go to a different school. That's a big one. I got the goosebumps on that. And I feel like you're trying to protect your children, some of you, about this. And obviously this is not everybody's story. Not everybody has children. But those of you who do know what I'm talking about. Makes me feel sad, Taurus. But it's like you've also got to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself first, you can't take care of your children. And I think that's where you're at with this Nine of Pentacles. It's like, I've got to be self-sufficient. That's what I'm feeling. So let's go over to, who'd you scare off? This person who's on your mind. I feel like this Five of Swords, this negative, hostile person is now upside down. It's like, you're going to run them off, Taurus. I feel you backing them off in some way, and you may not even know you can do it, or you are going to do it, but I see it right there. Yeah, I feel like that person's having anxiety. They know you're done. They know their lies aren't working anymore. It could be keeping you awake too. You know, I feel like nobody's sleeping over this situation. Who's that Five of Swords is on your mind? You are so winning, Taurus. Look at you, victorious in this situation. And here's the Sun card of you hitting the gong. Okay, like ta-da. And you hit the gong on this person. Remember the old Gong Show from like a zillion years ago where somebody would, I think what it was when they lost the competition, they would get gonged. Wasn't that how it went? Because that's what I'm hearing. Like you're hitting the gong because this person bit the dust because of you. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And you're victorious. All right, and this is in your energy right now, Taurus. You know, you're riding down the victory parade. You know, at least in your mind, you're seeing how this is going to play out. Yeah, it might be really confusing at this time with the Seven of Cups, but you're gaining more clarity, okay? So let's go over to what happened. This is going into your past, this betrayal, this Five of Cups, sad energy, grieving. It is moving into your past. I feel like this situation's already happened, and now you're getting free of it. Yeah, I think somebody took advantage of you for money. I said that earlier, that somebody was making you work harder than you should have. You were doing all the work. You were the one who's grounded. It's very much a Taurus card. You were the one who was grounded and carrying the load along. And you're sad about that. You're sad because somebody took advantage of this Queen of Pentacles or King of Pentacles. Take it as it resonates in a collective reading. What did this person do? Oh, there was something about they moved away from you, but I feel like it was emotional. Knight of Wands. I feel like they were always up in the air. I feel like they were always stirring up stuff, being very impulsive about things, and you were trying to be grounded, and they were just like a player. I get a real strong player energy about this. Yeah, and you want to go away from them. Here's the Six of Swords again, but reversed. And you were feeling betrayed because you felt stuck. You felt like you couldn't move away. But then in your more extended future, Six of Swords shows up upright. You are moving away from them. You're not stuck anymore. You're getting unstuck, or you did already, from this energy. You know, and sometimes this card really makes me feel like somebody was in an abusive situation. Somebody was in a situation where they just didn't feel safe. Somebody may have left in the middle of the night, like you can see on this card. Somebody may have left with children, or you're planning to, because there was a really sad betrayal. What was that betrayal? Let's see if they'll tell us. Something legal. So it could have been something they did that was illegal, and you're having to straighten it out. For some of you here, it was something, they either accused you of something, there was something legal that happened with this. Also, it could have been a Libra energy for some of you. But it feels like this goes more to legalities. What's that about? Let's dig at this for a minute. Oh, they stabbed you right in the back, Taurus. I feel like they did something illegal. They may have tried to pin it on you, or they were trying to do something illegal to you. Being stabbed in the back like this, you know, having the rug pulled out from under you, Taurus, with this Ten of Swords. This is a pretty heavy reading, and I'm just honest with the readings. I'm not trying to be negative here, but you can see the cards. I mean, this is what's coming up for somebody. This is clearly not everybody's reading, thank goodness, because this is a tough situation. So, Taurus, let's go over to you getting free from this. Let's move on from that. You're getting out of this oppressive situation. Looks like you're going to be moving. Both of these cards really go hand in hand, Taurus. Yeah, your heart's opening back up to yourself. Yeah, I feel like you're like, you know, I'm going to take care of those I love, including myself, including my children. If you have children, my pets. Something about Ace of Cups, a whole new beginning where you're going to feel more like happier and in love and things like that, okay? Yeah, and here's this negative energy still trying to follow you, this Five of Swords energy. You're getting away from that because you're getting new opportunities. Why'd this show up again? Why'd this show up again, Taurus? Because they see you going out on your own. So they're going to try to stop you. Hermit energy. Yeah. Oh. And here's the children again. Or somebody younger. Immaturity also. I feel like your person's very immature, Taurus. Wow. Okay. This is like a whole thing. This is like a lot of drama here for sure. If you want the extended, I'm going to go into the extended. I'll leave a link. I'll do a deeper reading into this for you after I finish this reading. Okay. Because not everybody wants this. Obviously, it's for a specific group that's going through this situation. So, okay. So, we have got Temperance reversed of you feeling out of balance. I don't think we need to clarify that at this point. Obviously, if you're going through this, you're feeling off balance. if you're being hit from all these angles, you know, with legalities and everything, yeah. And again, 10 of Cups reversed. That can be a marriage upside down. You're fearful it's going to end and things like that. Yeah, and here's the Emperor reversed. Oh, Taurus, really heavy reading. I'm sorry. I know this is not everybody's reading, but you know, I go with what the cards show me. Okay, there's a family that has a really abusive father right here. There's fear of what he's going to do. He's really demanding. When you get an Emperor upside down, this is somebody super angry and demanding, and you know, like, it's my way, you know. And here on this card is showing a mom with kids. So there you go. It's pretty obvious, you know. Emperor represents fathers, rulers, those in charge, angry, masculine energy. So there it is. I mean, it's right there. It's clear as day. So I'm going to take a deep dive on this, Taurus. I already told you the final outcome earlier. I started with that. So there's your reading. If you want me to keep going on this, click the link. I'm going to go ahead and deep dive this. This makes me super sad. Sorry, I picked up the wrong card. This really makes me sad for somebody, and that's why I'm going to do the deep dive on this, because I think you need more information. So it's $5 for the extended, and maybe I'll see you over there. And if not, thank you for being here, Taurus. I'm sorry this wasn't one of those happy, inspirational readings, but somebody needed this reading, you know. And again, I go with what Spirit tells me to talk about, and this was it today. Okay. All right. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you all again soon. Okay, thanks. Bye now.